Okay, so I wanted to take a look at these two examples. I will say we're going to have to switch back over to the calculator with these very soon, but I wanted to show you what I would look at if I first had these. So in number 5, if I were looking at it and I needed to find the zeros, I might look to see if I could find them algebraically, because sometimes I can pretty easily. If I look at this one, we do have GCF. They all have at least an x squared. Negative up in the very front. And I don't like that. I'm going to factor out a negative x squared so that I have x squared minus x minus 2. When I've got that negative x squared factored out. Remember, the negative would change the sign. I'm going to look to see if I can factor that quadratic right here. What multiplies to give me negative 2 and adds to give me negative 1? Well, I could do negative 2 and positive 1. So I've got my negative x squared times x minus 2 times x plus 1. So if I looked at my zeros for number 5, I would have, well, that negative x squared would get set equal to 0. That would mean that if I had negative x squared equals 0, that means x equals 0. Okay? That squared just happens to tell you that technically it's there twice. But as far as my zeros go, then I'm just going to say that I have a 0 of 0. Okay, so I'm going to put Z for zeros. I'm having a hard time writing with this. So my zeros would be 0. And then x minus 2 equals 0 would be 2. And then x plus 1 equals 0 would be negative 1. So my zeros would be 0, 2, and negative 1. Now, make sure you've gotten this example written down, or you can refer back to it, because in just a minute, I'm going to go to the calculator, and I'm going to see if I can actually find my extrema, and then we'll also look at our zeros with it. But before I do that, I want to look at number 6 down here and talk about how I might attempt to start it. Now, number 6 has 4 terms. So I'm going to be honest, if I'm looking at it to find zeros, I'd probably try to group them to see if I can factor it. Like this first group has x cubed in common, which leaves me with x squared minus 4. Awesome. The second group, however, doesn't have anything in common, so I'll put a plus 1, and I'm left with 4x minus 1. Well, that's a problem. My parentheses are not the same. That means I can't factor it. So I've got to find another way to find my zeros, and that's going to be on our calculator. So I'm going to have you go to the video next where I'm showing these on the calculator. Make sure you've got the examples written down so that you can follow along as we go.